Today's matchup should be interesting. The Niners are top 10 in first downs, and they go up against a Falcons team that wants to control the game as well.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he is knocked down from the side at the 33. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Watts. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
All right, here we go.
To throw again, Watts. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Watts. Out left side here to Bryant. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on first down. Watts, a screen complete to Crowell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal.
Green, 39. Green. Leopard.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Will put this one through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So it'll be first down here after the run. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Here to his running back, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Come on, let's go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a carry heading left, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. This is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Back down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 1st and 10, Watts. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. To throw on 2nd down. Watts. And some space here.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Come on, let's go. Let's round.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
All right, now, look at it. Check. Now, let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Throwing again. Watts. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Watch time. Here we go now. 3-19. Leopard.
On third down, Watts. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up fourth down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Watson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Let's go. Grand 38. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive. Watts, right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Henry. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right around the 31.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
From the gun on third down. Watts, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Looking to throw. Watts. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. First down. Watts throwing the out route incomplete. That's Austin. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Throwing on first down. Watts throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, Watts. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're operating in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Boom!
run this with Austin. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Second down following the run. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the wideout in motion. On second down, here's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Underwood. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And a give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw is Watson on 3rd down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Falcons on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. First carry here for John Crockett. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 11-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Grind 38. Flex round. Flex round.
And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's
Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Hampton. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Austin. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing! No. Good! Here we go now!
They'll try the right side with Crowell. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set! Blue landing! Back 99 Philly! Here we go!
Operating from the gun. Watts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Looking to throw on second down. Watts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, Watts completes it to Austin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Watts throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Crowell running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Again, it's Crowell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Watts throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. Green.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Come on, let's go. Run.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now here's a carry heading left. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long.